Rachel Hollis was a motivational speaker who presented an almost unbelievable persona of a perfectly curated life, often accompanied by cliched inspirational quotes. Her brand as a self-reliant girl boss was reflected in her books, podcasts, and conferences, which preached the message that individuals were solely responsible for their happiness. With a growing following, she launched a life coaching business and fitness app, becoming a 2-time #1 New York Times best-selling author and sought-after motivational speaker. However, the toxic positivity in her rhetoric was soon to be challenged by her lack of awareness of her privilege, leading to a series of controversies that shattered her reputation. One of the controversies was sparked by an Instagram video that Hollis posted, which was later deleted. Her fall from grace was swift, and she quickly went from being an inspiration to a villain. Her books, once bestsellers, are now found in the discount section of many Walmart stores. This once revered woman became one of the most hated women, and her downfall is a cautionary tale. This is how Rachel Hollis rose to success and fell from grace. Rachel Hollis is an American author, blogger, and motivational speaker. She gained significant attention on social media in 2015 after posting an Instagram photo celebrating her stretch marks, which went viral and garnered over 10 million views. She was married to Dave Hollis at the time she founded Chic Media. Dave worked for Disney as the head of worldwide theatrical distribution. In 2018, she released Girl Wash Your Face, a Christian self-help book that sold almost 900,000 copies and spent over 7 months on the top 10 best-selling books list in the U.S. Later that year, the Hollises rebranded Chic Media to Holliscompany. The couple began to integrate their marriage with their business as the company grew, and they became one of the most influential couples in the personal development and media space. Holliscompany had a hyper-feminine focus, and Rachel and Dave began doing daily live streams for their fans, as well as hosting the joint podcast Rise Together, where they discussed relationships and shared intimate details about their marriage. Rachel was known for her relatable and authentic approach to personal development and self-improvement, and has built a large following on social media where she shares her experiences and insights. This resonated strongly with women seeking inspiration in a world of polished and envy-inducing Instagram lives. Hollis has turned her lifestyle into a brand, promoting a polished and inspiring ideal for women juggling multiple roles, such as raising children, pursuing a career, and maintaining a happy marriage while still finding time for self-care and a margarita. She entered the self-help arena at a time when there was a rise in the girl boss rhetoric, and her message resonated strongly with women. Critics of Rachel Hollis have pointed out her story about how she and her husband met. Hollis shared that she was once the booty call of Dave Hollis, who treated her poorly and obliterated her worth as a human being. But when she dumped him, it was the wake-up call he needed to realize her worth. Dave showed up on her doorstep, and they gave their relationship another try, and this time, it worked out. The message conveyed was that you can fix a guy and make him realize your worth and turn him into the perfect partner. The narrative of fixing a partner who treats you poorly and transforming them into a perfect partner can be dangerous when it falls into the hands of impressionable young people who believe in true love. This toxic and unhealthy glorification of abusive behavior can lead to people ending up in abusive relationships, and emotional abuse can have long-lasting effects on someone's mental health. It is concerning that such messages are promoted to millions of readers as a fairy tale, and it highlights the issue of toxic positivity in Rachel's message to the masses. Rachel and Dave had a carefully curated social media presence, sharing beautiful photos and captions that painted a picture of a happy and thriving couple. That's why it came as a surprise when they announced their divorce in June 2020. Rachel acknowledged the pain of the past month, but emphasized her commitment to choosing joy, especially for her children. Dave later shared that Rachel had initiated the divorce. The announcement was unexpected, given that the couple had been openly discussing their relationship just weeks before the news broke, leaving both their staff and followers in shock. While her career has been plagued with controversies, Rachel has had her fair share tragedies in her life. As a high school freshman, she discovered her brother's body after he had taken his own life. This traumatic event left her family broken and her parents emotionally absent. Hollis writes about the aftermath of this tragedy and her journey towards rebuilding her life in the aftermath. In February 2023, Rachel Hollis announced on social media the sudden passing of her ex-husband, Dave Hollis. He had been hospitalized due to heart issues, but the cause of death had not been determined at the time. Rachel paid a heartfelt tribute to her former spouse, stating that she and her family were devastated and asking for prayers to help them navigate this loss. Rachel's support for multi-level marketing has garnered criticism due to the exploitative nature of such schemes, especially towards women who are often lured into a cult-like mentality. Despite her company's success, Rachel's message to her mostly middle-class and MLM-loving audience emphasized a hustling mentality that disregards systemic issues and the challenges faced by marginalized communities, including access to healthcare and higher disease rates. The hustle culture that Rachel advocates for is a symbol of late-stage capitalism, where people are led to believe that success comes from non-stop positivity and an unhealthy obsession with working hard. However, this ideology only benefits those at the top, leaving those at the bottom struggling to keep up with unrealistic expectations. The promotion of such a mentality as the key to success ignores the impact of institutional barriers and reinforces a toxic culture that places productivity and financial success above personal well-being and social responsibility. Rachel Hollis has been profiting from promoting the harmful hustle culture for years, convincing women that success is just a matter of believing in themselves and working harder. She preaches that success is guaranteed in God's plan and rewards those who achieve it with job promotions, new partners, and fame. However, for those who struggle, the message is that they are not doing something right, perpetuating toxic positivity that fuels the hustle culture. While Hollis is far from the first self-help author to make her living on the MLM circuit, after years of promoting her brand to men and women through MLMs, and despite publicly thanking her customers for their support, she still looks down on them and even referred to them as dumb in her book. A YouTube video published in 2019 exposed Rachel Hollis for plagiarizing a significant amount of her content from other sources, including other motivational speakers in the same industry without giving them credit. Her second bestseller, Girlstopapologizing, also bears striking resemblance to the book Hey Lady Stop Apologizing, written 3 years prior by author and professor Maya Jovanovic. May 14th, 2021 was supposed to mark Rachel Hollis's return to her happy place, a stage in front of an adoring audience. With over 2,000 registrations, it was expected to be a significant event for her, although not as large as the virtual event that had almost 50,000 participants in May 2020. However, in April, she posted a TikTok video where she faced a backlash from her fans. During a live stream, Rachel mentioned her twice-weekly housekeeper who cleans the toilets, to which a commenter called her privileged and unrelatable. In her response, Rachel agreed, but also stated that she had worked hard for her money and that her life was intentionally unrelatable. She also compared herself to historical figures like Harriet Tubman and Oprah Winfrey, stating that they too were unrelatable. Many fans pointed out that becoming the second female to sit on the highest court in the nation and co-founding the ACLU's Women's Rights Project, as Ruth Bader Ginsburg did, is not the same as having a motivational fitness app. Rachel faced criticism for her lack of empathy towards her fans, with many seeing her as out of touch with her audience. She lost 100,000 Instagram followers, and Rachel canceled an upcoming personal development seminar on YouTube and postponed the May conference until Labor Day. In her initial apology, Rachel didn't take responsibility for her actions and directed blame to her team, resulting in further controversy. She then issued a more politically correct apology. However, the damage was done. Despite promoting relatability and transparency, Rachel's brand was built on the support of a housekeeper, a nanny, and a wealthy husband who funded her business until it was profitable. Her critics have questioned the authenticity of her message, which promotes the idea that anyone can achieve success with hard work and a positive attitude. They argue that her brand is based on privilege and not relatability. Rachel Hollis may try to maintain her persona, but her brand may not be able to recover from the scandal. The story of Rachel Hollis is that of a lifestyle guru who had wealth, success, and a large following. Her downfall serves as a warning not to believe everything we see or hear, as the carefully curated online images don't always tell the whole story. It's a reminder that we never know what happens behind closed doors. This was the story of the rise of Rachel Hollis and the downfall of her career.